Hey there YouTube, Franshopper here. It's Monday the 17th of August, and tonight we are going to be unboxing the Sonos Play 5. Apple recently started carrying the Sonos Play 5 and the Play 1. They don't carry the Play 3, and apparently part of the reason they're carrying them is because Apple Music works on them. And this actually came with a complimentary 3-month subscription to Apple Music, which maybe I'll use, maybe I won't. I really never had any interest in it. But let's actually take the camera off the tripod here to get a better look at this box. This box is kind of overly engineered. It's actually a really nice box as well. So this is the black one. Now if you notice, there are unpacking instructions, and that's because on the sides here there are little locks that you actually need to first off pull the tape off from, which kind of removes a little blocky thing there, and then give it a good slide over to unlock, and then there's one on each side. So here's the other one. So we'll go ahead and pull that up. Hopefully. There we go. And slide to unlock. Now we'll put this back on the tripod because now the top should just simply pull off. So let's take a look-see here. Yes, it does. Very nice. I'll set that off to the side. And here is a look at what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. It's pretty nice. It looks like a good looking bookshelf speaker, essentially. And there's some information here. It says, please read the license agreement. So this is the top up here. Let's see if I can set the camera down here. And, well, yeah, it's not going to be level thanks to the little tripod attachment. Alright, well, back onto the tripod you go. We're going to pull the speaker out, give you a little bit better look at it. And this is a pretty heavy speaker, actually. There's a really good reason this thing comes with a carrying handle. It's interesting. I think you pull the little license tab to kind of get the shrink wrap going. Actually, no, not really. That didn't do much at all. Oh well. Here's what the speaker looks like. That is the front of it. And here are the sides. The sides look the same. That's the back of it. On the top is the power. And slightly down in the middle you have your auxiliary in port. If you have an iPhone 7, you don't know what one of those is because it's not there anymore. On the right is the Sonos link. I'm not sure exactly what they call it. Pairing button. You can pair this up with some Play 1s to expand the sound. And then on the left there is an Ethernet port, which I believe is actually only 100 megabit. I think it is not gigabit on the Play 5, which is kind of surprising, but then again, if all you're really streaming is music, you don't necessarily need gigabit. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up. Actually, before I do that, let's take out the little white box that was also in the middle of the box inside. So we have, give you a better look at this here. As soon as I stop getting caught on the tripod every time. So on the top, which you can't really see on camera, there's the Sonos logo kind of embossed in there. And if we open it up, here's what's inside. This is probably some product information in the manual. There's the power cable, which is decently long. And it even comes with an Ethernet cable. That's actually really nice. Sweet. I don't have to go get another one of those now, too. Although I do have spares lying around. So, I'm going to set this up. This is going to be going under the TV. We're going to see if it can replace my Vizio soundbar. I'll be back as soon as it's set up. Alright, so we now have the Sonos all cabled up. The reason it's sitting on the floor is because it's a little bit of a tight fit up there, and I don't know if I am going to need access to the buttons on the top to complete its setup, but as you can see it's just pulsing right now because it's waiting for it to be set up using the Sonos app. So, I have my iPad with me. Let's go ahead and fire up the Sonos app and get this set up. Alright, so with the Sonos app, it's pretty simple. You just download it from the App Store, of course. There's also the app available for Android, so if you don't have an iOS device, there's an app on Android as well. There's also an app available for Windows and for Mac as well. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to complete it on my iPad since it recommends using the iOS app. So we'll go ahead and launch the Sonos app. Let's see what happens. So we're going to set up a new system. And let's see what we have. So, looks like it already realized that I have the Play 5 connected, so we're going to go ahead and start with that. And that is indeed it. So we'll set that up. Will you leave it wired to your router or move it to another location? Well, I actually need to buy a bigger switch since the current one that I have does not have enough ports for all the stuff that is now connected to Ethernet for my TV, but we'll see. We're going to leave it at the router for now. So, it wants us to press and release the little link button. So in order to get to that link button, we need to spin it around on the back, and that's what that little loopy icon was back here. And so push and release. Which has been done, but it is not chiming. Apparently I did not push it long enough. So now we have an orange light on top. And there we go. So it looks like now the speaker's set up. So let's go ahead and tap on next and choose a name. Well, I have a studio apartment, so I don't really necessarily have rooms, but we'll call it the living room. And that's it. Just have that. So it looks like it needs to update. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it looks like I need to complete registration. So we'll do that really fast. And sure, you can do that. Use my location. And yes, make stuff better. And complete. Okie doke. So now I have an account that I need to complete finishing. And now it's going to update. And now it updates. So during the update process, it just blinks orange and white on the top. There's nothing really fun to see about that other than the little blinking color bar. It's now, oh, there we go, it's rebooting. And since rebooting is so thrilling, we're going to do a little bit of magic here and have it reboot instantly. Alright, and so now it's up to date. That was pretty easy. Now the light on the top of it's just a solid white. So, let's see if I can actually skip this, because it is quarter to midnight, despite the iPad saying 9:41. If you don't know why iOS products always show 9:41 a.m., it's because of when I believe it was the iPhone was introduced, and then I think it was adjusted by like a minute. I forget the complete story, but it's not actually 9:41 in the morning. It's actually quarter to midnight. So we're not going to do this because it's apparently really, really loud. So we will fix, or well, not so much fix, but finish that later. I guess let's see what music services there are. So, tap a song and it plays immediately. Okay. And you can still build up the queue. Alright. So, looks like these are the options that we have. So I do have Amazon Music. Again, got a trial of Apple Music, but I don't really intend on using it, honestly. Let's see what else we have. We have a ton of stuff I've never really heard of. I guess I'll set up my Google Play Music account. Why not? Sure, we'll set up my Last.fm account. Wow, this really plays a lot of stuff. I actually did not realize all the stuff it played. So I guess we'll skip that for now. And yeah, there we go. That's the app. That's what it looks like once everything is all set up. I guess I use line in for when I have the TV plugged in. Apparently I actually have to start that to use it. So I guess we'll stop that. And yeah, I guess that's going to be really about it. It's angry that I haven't tuned it. There you have it. That's the Play 5. I am going to start playing around with it. That'll be it.